Like, I mean, fun fact, I was almost on the show. In 2016, I auditioned. I actually auditioned in 2015 to be on the cycle that was coming up in 2016. I don't remember what the actual cycle number was, but I had auditioned and I made it 5 rounds through the interview process. And that last round, they told me that if I made it, I would get the call that I made it on the show. But the thing that they kept asking me throughout the interviews was, when it comes to the makeover challenge, what can we change? And I said, you're not touching my hair color, but you can cut my hair. I was like, I don't care if you cut my hair short. You cannot touch the color of my hair. And I guess that rubbed them the wrong way, or they just didn't like that. I don't know if that's the reason why I ended up not making it on the show, because they love the makeover challenges where they turn, you know, someone from, like, for me, example, probably a redhead into a bleach blonde and chop it off and make it into like a pixie cut. Like, so I just described my sister. My sister is a dirty blonde with a pixie cut, so I was basically close. But they were doing crazy stuff like that during the makeover challenges, and I kept refusing. Like, every time they asked me, they were like, what can we do with your look? And I was like, you're not taking the hair color away from me. That's an absolute no. So I'm glad that I stuck to my guns. I'm glad that I wasn't on the show, because now that I'm looking at it, I actually can, like, after like thinking about all of it and like going through this whole podcast, I actually do agree with Winnie. I doubt that the show actually got her anything or too far, because I'm like, as we were talking about, I'm like, okay, how many of the other girls from the later seasons made it big? None that I remember. So I could 100% believe that Winnie didn't use anything from the show to make it to where she is now, because she grinded and put her head down and worked hard. And because I'm like, I don't see really anybody other than her and Niall that came out of it actually doing stuff. And the only thing that I saw Niall in afterwards was a few fashion shows, and he did Dancing with the Stars. So that was like the only things. So yeah, they kept asking me makeover challenge what I would do. I said not much. 5th round of interviews, they of course had me like stand, walk, pose. They wanted to see me like they always want to see me in like black leggings, black tank. So I was like that close, and I was only 18. Like, and I'm very thankful that I ended up not being on the show, because looking at what I'm hearing now about the girls and like everything, I'm like, yeah, like, I'm glad that didn't happen to me. I'm glad that I had something protecting me and not having me do that, because I don't know where I'd be today if I actually did go on the show. But yeah, it was something that in the moment I was devastated. I was devastated when the 5th interview came around, and then I got the email, we're so sorry, we went a different direction. I was sad, but then looking back, I was like, oh, thank God. Because that would have been bad.
You know, I could not imagine. I'm very glad that you didn't go on the show. I don't know if we would have met, but like the things that they probably would have had done to you would have been wild.
Yeah.
And out there for forever. So.
Oh, for sure. Like, out there for forever. And I'm just like the poor girl with the teeth stuff when they jacked up her teeth. Like, ooh. And when they closed Danielle's beautiful gap, like, I hated that for them. And I'm glad that I did not go on that show and let anything happen to me, because, yeah, I would not know where I would be today.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. I know the marketer in me is like, it's a genius idea to kind of like use this as like a backdoor pilot into season 25, because people are going to be like, okay, well, I watched all that, so let me see what they're going to do for this new one. And like, that'll give them the boost for that 25th season, but whether or not that 26th one goes well, it's going to be up to however they do season 25. I definitely think they have to, you know, make sure that they're focusing on that consent stuff, being able to like let these girls opt out of things or just not do things like a lot of these crazy makeovers. Have people on set. I think they're called intimacy coordinators on like movies and stuff. So like having people like that and like mental health support on the set would be great. some kind of like trauma protocols, just like a lot of things that I feel like have evolved over the years so that like they are safe, but like just making sure that you really protect these people because like you don't have a show without them, and like they're the talent when it comes to this stuff.